Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. This is Life with B. So today I'm in a different scene, if you can't tell, I'm in my backyard. But today's video is going to be about the top 14 questions that I get asked for either new cruisers or cruisers that have never cruised with Carnival before. So these are going to be specific to Carnival. These are questions that I've got either in my DMs, under some of my videos, or people that I have booked. They just want to know. I'm going to start by asking you if you can like, comment, and subscribe. I'll be posting multiple videos. I'm going to be doing videos next about cruise essentials and things that you should be doing when you book your cruise. All right, so let's get started with the first question. So the first question is, are cruises expensive? Cruises can be expensive depending on the length of the cruise, where the cruise is going, and how soon or far out in advance you book it. Also, what ship that you book it on. Naturally, the newer ships are going to be a little bit more expensive. The longer cruises can tend to be more expensive, but not always the case. If you are a past cruiser, you'll get discounts. Casino as well. Question number 2. How do I pick what cruise I want to go on? The easiest way that I can suggest to pick the cruise that you want to go on is, what port do you want to go to? If you want to go to Mexico, if you want to go to Puerto Rico, if you want to go to Dominican Republic, if you want to go see the Panama Canal, it literally depends on where you want to go, what time of the year you want to go, and if you're traveling either by yourself or with a partner or in a group setting. It will depend on when everybody is able to get the time off altogether. Most importantly, your budget. What your budget will allow for you to do, how long you want to go, and where you want to go. The cheaper months are like October-ish to March. They tend to be cheaper because kids are in school, it's colder months. And the third question is, how much cash should I take with me on a cruise? Now, I cannot personally answer this question because everybody has a different level of comfort money. And when I say comfort money is after everything is paid for. I was talking about this in my last video. After everything is paid for, literally everything, accommodations, hotel rooms, if that's what you're doing, excursions, all of those things. After those are paid for, what money are you comfortable taking with you in case something happens? Think about medical emergencies, evacuations that you have to do, possibly getting quarantined. Take all of that in consideration, in mind when you are packing money to the side, and then emergency money. I tend to do, depending on how long the cruise is, I tend to take $1,500 to $2,000 extra, or have it accessible just in case I need it. I might not have the cash on hand, but I have my credit card, or I'll have access to my bank where I can get to it quickly if I need to. Like I said, medical emergency, you just never know. You cannot plan for these things to happen, but I'd rather be over prepared than under prepared. What is included in cruise fare? Your room and board. Your room is included. You can eat 3 square meals a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and snacks in between if you want, and you will not have to pay for anything. The only thing that I can think off the top of my head that you will be paying for will be casino. If you plan to purchase art, the spas, and excursions if you don't already have them paid for. I'm quite sure I'm forgetting something, but these questions are off the top of my head. I have the questions written down, but I don't have the answers written down. So you can go with everything paid for on your cruise and not spend anything extra. Question number 5, is food free? Some of the food is free. When you're on the ship, in the main dining room, Guy's Burgers, Cucina for lunch. Cucina is an Italian restaurant. Blue Iguana, main dining room for brunch, the deli. There's a few places The only food that's not free is specialty dining, and they will, on the itinerary, will have dollar signs on the fun times. That's what it is for Carnival, the fun times. It'll have dollar signs next to it. So, Cucina del Capitano, certain not restaurants, certain hotels. Cucina, the Italian restaurant on certain ships, charge for dinner. The steakhouse you're going to pay, ranging about minimum $38 per person. The seafood shack where you can get lobster rolls and clam strips and seafood platters, that costs extra. On the Mardi Gras, there's a whole lot of them where there's more. So emeralds, you're going to pay more. Teppanyaki, which is hibachi, you're going to pay extra. Sushi, you're going to pay extra. They're not expensive. The most expensive is the steakhouse. And like I said, that's $38 minimum per person for the steakhouse. Question number 6. Do I have to do an excursion? You do not. Excursions are optional. Now that the pandemic, COVID has lightened up some things and things aren't as restricted as they used to be, you can get off the ship and not do an excursion. You can get off the ship and explore. You can get off the ship and not pay a dime. You can get off, walk around, see how things are. You can go to a free local beach if you would like. If you want to walk around, you can, and get back on the ship. But you are not obligated in any way to buy an excursion. Question number 7 is, how do I pick an excursion? So there's excursions for everybody. There's excursions for people that have wheelchairs. There's excursions for adrenaline junkies. There's excursions for people that want to eat. There's excursions for people that want to walk. There's excursions for people that want to sit on a bus and sightsee. There are excursions for everyone, depending on how you're feeling that day. If you're in a group setting, how they're feeling that day. Keep in mind when you're picking an excursion, you do not always have to book your excursion through Carnival. They tend to be more pricey, but the good thing about purchasing an excursion through Carnival is if things run late on your excursion, bus fails, whatever the case is, the ship will not leave you. They will communicate with the ship, letting them know that they're behind. If you were to purchase this excursion when you get off the ship, where they tend to be cheaper, or you go through a third-party site or whatever the case is, Carnival does not have to wait for you. So if something happens, if it's late, if you lose track of time or whatever you're doing, your tour guide loses track of time, that's when that extra money comes in, because you're responsible for getting yourself to the port or back to where you got from so you can get your stuff off the boat. That's not on Carnival at all. That's just a risk that you could possibly take. But you do not have to purchase through Carnival. I have done both, and I'm fine. I've never missed a ship. It's just up to you. It's literally your discretion. Question is, what is OBC? OBC is an acronym for onboard credit. Depending on where or how you book your cruise, you can get an onboard credit ranging $25 up to a few $100s, depending on how long your cruise is. If you have a future cruise credit, or if if you booked a large group, everybody in the group may qualify for onboard credit. Some people might not get credit at all. It just depends. And then when you get onto the boat, when you get your sail and sign card, that onboard credit will be loaded to your account and will be ready to spend however you choose to spend it, versus if you want to use it buying a drink, if you want to use it towards spa treatment, if you want to use it toward an excursion, however you want to use it. Question 9. Now this is a question that I get asked the most, surprisingly enough. Can I bring alcohol and weed on a cruise ship? I'm going to answer the travel agent first. You are allowed to bring 2 750 milliliters of alcohol, which is a standard wine bottle. That's the amount of alcohol, wine, that you are allowed to take with you. You pack it with you with your carry-on, and they see that you have it, and you're able to go about your business. You're also able to take 2 cases of soda or juice, canned only. Now, this is B. If you want to take weed, if you want to take alcohol, however you choose to sneak it up there, However, whatever tips and tricks that YouTube may have for you, I'm not giving them to you, but however you see fit. And if you feel like you can get through with it, if the consequences or repercussions are worth taking that chance, do it. Take it. What's the worst that could happen, right? You can get kicked off, you can go to jail on the ship, or you can be kicked off and banned from cruising with the cruise line. It's up to you. You take your pick, whatever you want to do. Back to Travel Agent B. Okay, on to question number 10. Do I need an elegant wardrobe for a cruise? Not for Carnival. Carnival is considered the fun ship. They are the fun cruise line. They want you to come as you are, feel comfortable as you are. Now, you can't be butt naked walking around the ship with a thong bathing suit on, and you can't do that. You can't do that. There are elegant nights depending on what length of cruise you're on. Weekend cruises, they don't have, like 3 days, they don't have elegant nights. And elegant nights can be a button-down shirt, a polo, slacks, a sundress for women, a skirt and shirt. It doesn't have to be a ballroom gown and a 3-piece tuxedo with a top hat. You do not have to do that. You just cannot wear cutoff shorts and like bathing suit attire in the main dining room. If you want to thrift, if you want to go to a less expensive Walmart, Target, they have very cute stuff that you can wear for elegant night, and you do not have to break the bank. You do not have to go broke going on a cruise as far as your wardrobe, or the cruise for that matter, to enjoy yourself. All is welcome. Just be understanding that there's kids there, that there are regulations as far as what you can wear in the dining room on elegant night and regular night. So just have fun with it. Get some cute clothes. You don't have, like I said, you don't have to spend a lot of money, and just dress up. It's fun. Take some pictures. Like, why not? It's a night to remember. You're on vacation, right? Number 11, what can I do for free? There are so many seminars, so many theater shows, comedy shows, interactive shows like Quest and the Love and Marriage show. There's so many different types of shows and things you can go to. Motown trivia, TV show, Friends trivia. There's so many different types of shows and events and things going on around the ship that you do not have to pay for. Of course, you would pay for specialty dining, like I said before. You'll pay for the casino. But there are not many things. Spa, of course, you would pay for unless you have a voucher or a coupon or something like that, that you would have to pay for. But it's not many things. And if you're not sure, once you get on the ship, if you look at your fun times with the itinerary and what it is, next to it, like I said before, it'll be a dollar sign. It'll be $1 sign, $2 sign, $3 signs, to let you know how much it could range and how much it could be as far as having to pay for it. Question number 12, how do I prepare for a cruise? So if you're preparing for a cruise, as in trying to decide if you want to book a cruise or how to book a cruise, I would suggest doing it through a travel agent. I've done it both ways, and the headache that I caused myself trying to do it myself as a first-time cruiser, not knowing what some of the terminology was, not knowing what some things meant, I just wasn't privy to at all. So I prefer and suggest going to a travel agent. If you need a travel agent, I will put my information down below. If there's questions that you want to know to decide if it's the best way to do it, how the best way to do it, I can definitely let you know. If you have already booked a cruise and there's things you need to know, how do I get ready for it after you booked a cruise, I will be putting a video out next, in the next few weeks, on how to prepare for a cruise, not only with cruise essentials, like I said before, but the weeks leading up to the cruise, and payment, as far as after your final payment, all of those things. Do these steps as you reach them, as you get closer and closer to your cruising date. Question number 13, what credentials do I need? So there's two ways you can do this. You can either use your birth certificate or you can use your passport. If you use your birth certificate, it needs to be sealed with your state seal on it, and you would still need to bring a valid ID or driver's license with you. I would suggest a driver's license. And then for your passport, you can just bring your passport, but I still suggest to bring your driver's license, because if you decide to do an excursion where you're driving an ATV or dune buggy or something like that, they will require you to show your driver's license. It can be a picture of it, but just me covering all bases, like I said, you never know what you could possibly get into. And just to play it safe, I would suggest bringing a driver's license along with your passport. If you're traveling with children, in my training, what I've learned is if you are going, one parent taking a child, they may ask you for documentation that you are allowed to take your child on a cruise without the other parent. So maybe get something notified, maybe get something notarized with the other parent and your signature on there saying, acknowledging that you're allowed to take the child out on the cruise and they know what's going on. Because depending on the situation, I don't know your life, but depending on the situation, custody battles, some people want to be nasty and not allow you to take your child, or say they didn't know that you took your child on a vacation, or whatever the case is. So just have those and have yourself covered. I would also suggest, if you're bringing your passport, make copies of it, make color copies of it, because when I get off the ship, I don't take my passport with me. I will take a copy of my passport, because some places you just never know. Some places you can't be hands-free, or if you're swimming or something, I'm not comfortable leaving my passport on the shore while I'm out swimming or at the beach or whatever the case is. I'm just personally not comfortable doing that. So just cover yourself that way. The last question, final question, is, do I need to be vaccinated? As of right now with Carnival, you do need to be vaccinated. It's not required that you be boosted, but you are required to be vaccinated. Of course, children 5 and under do not have to be vaccinated. And you are still required to have a COVID test 2 days before you sail as of now. Things may change, but right now, the level of fear that just came in my soul. Okay. I forgot what I was saying. Damn. Yeah. I'm scared of nature, y'all. Okay. All right. You do need to be vaccinated. Like I said, children under 5 do not have to be vaccinated, but you still have to file an exemption form for the children or someone that medically is not able to get a vaccination, and they still have to approve it. That's just what's going on right now. If things change as far as vaccination and COVID testing, I will most definitely keep y'all updated. But that's it for today's video. That's gonna wrap it up. If there's questions that I did not address that you would like to know, just put them down in the comment section. I will respond to them as quickly as I can. Like I said, I'm gonna put my travel agent info down below as well if you would like to book anything, or if you have any questions, if you want group rates, single rates, whatever the case is, you can let me know. If there's anything in particular that you would like me to cover in videos coming up as far as packing, getting ready, which I'm already gonna do, but if there's something specific that you want to see, just let me know. I'll address it, I'll get into it, and we will get y'all ready and us ready on our future trips, right? Stay safe, and I will catch you all in the next vlog. Bye.